Hey guys, Matt here. In this video, I am finally got a chance to do and get ready my June submission to CGC for 9.8 Prescreen. So if you've watched any of my videos, every month I try and send in 25 books for a 9.8 Prescreen that I think may qualify, and I kind of use that as a gauge to, number one, see what I can get back. Number two, some books haven't been pressed, and I then turn around and decide if it's worth getting pressed. And then other books, and some of the ones in this submission, I already had pressed. And shout out to Spineworks. Lenny at Spineworks is the gentleman who has been local to me and also has pressed my books, and he does a fantastic job. So I will leave a link in the description if you'd like to go see Spineworks and even talk to him and his partner Michael about having some of your books pressed. He also is a CGC dealer, so one of the nice things is not only can he press it, he can submit them to you or for you. So if you're looking for a good presser, and there's a number of them I've used in the community, and he just happens to be local for me, so I can actually drop off my books with him, but he is definitely one I would recommend, and I will leave a link in the description below. So let's go through the books, and I will kind of just show you what they are. I'm not going to go through every key or what I think the importance is of everyone, but a lot of these are just also cover ones that I wanted to submit and I really like. So this is going in for the June submission, so I will get them packed up tonight and shipped out. And since I am in Florida, CGC should get them if I send them out, usually within a day. Whether they get processed and open, that's another story, but they will go out. So first up, we've got the Spider-Man Morales number 25. This is the trade. I also have the Virgin, and this is a Mayhew cover. I'm going to keep the Virgin right now because I may submit that for a signature one, but I really do love the look of this. This is a KRS store exclusive, so we're going to submit that for a 9.8. Next one we've got is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 13. This is the first print. This is the first appearance of Miles' sister. I also have the second print where she's on the cover. It's taken from pages inside, but we're going to submit this one and see how we do. Next two are going to be Ironheart number 1, and this is the first solo series for Riri, and this particular one is the variant one. I believe it's cover B. So really nice one. Picked up 2 copies for fairly reasonable. So we're gonna see. What I always end up doing, if you haven't watched any of my videos before, is if I try and submit in my 25 batch a couple of doubles. And the reason I do that is because I am a hoarder, so to speak. I want a copy of every one of mine in number 1. And then if I have a double, I will sell the double, and that's kind of how the hobby pays for itself for me. But I don't flip every book. And in fact, I keep 95% of the books that I submit for my own collection. So I do sell some of them, but most of them are for me. So if I've got doubles in here, I'm hoping to get 2 9.8s so I can sell one of them and hopefully start making back some of the money that I spent. Next one, so this is Captain America 25. This is the Sam Wilson becoming Captain America. This is the Hasbro variant. So this is one of the other variants. I know most people have seen the cover of Sam Wilson kind of outlined on it. This is just one of the variants, and it's a nice one. I have a couple of the other ones, but we're going to submit this one for June. Next one is Hulk Future Imperfect, and this is a really nice one. This is a square bound particular cover, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we're going to see. I did not have this one pressed along with the others. I have not had pressed yet, so I will show you the ones I have pressed just to kind of give you an idea, so when they come back we can see how we did. This one is ENIAC number 1. This is the first print, and you can tell that by the white. They have first print and not first print, which is the black title. This one is a more limited print book, so to speak. And they go for somewhere between, I think, 400 and 500 and a 9.8. So we're going to see. They're fantastically made with the printer. So there's always a chance for a 9.9, which would be fantastic. But I'm happy if I can get a 9.8 out of it. So then we've got Avengers 221. So this one was pressed by Lenny. So fingers crossed we can see how we do. Obviously, CGC has got a little stricter on some of what I'll call the modern, but older modern, so before 2000, they've been a little bit stricter on it. So I am sending a good number of those books in to see how we do. I'm hoping we can hit, maybe 3 or 4 and go from there as to whether they need to be repressed or resubmitted, or we'll see what happens. Next one is Marvel 2-in-1. This is number 54. This book is, I think, the first appearance of Screaming Mimi. Book has heated up. I submitted this in a pre-screen without a press. It got rejected, so I had Lenny press it over at Spineworks, and we're gonna, fingers crossed, see how we do on this submission and go around. Next one I had both pressed as well is Micronauts number 1. So this one we are hoping will come back. It's a really nice book, and with the pressing it looks pretty good. Amazing Spider-Man 256, the first appearance of Puma. I had submitted this before to CGC on a 9.8 pre-screen without a press. It did get rejected. As I said, they're a lot stricter. So we have pressed this one, and we are going to take another crack at it. Next one is Moon Knight number 1. Everything Moon Knight is heating up. This book was, I think, going for between 35 or 30 and 50. This is the Shelby storyline. I believe this is Mr. Knight, if I'm not mistaken. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know on any of the books. But this one is a nice one. Was not pressed, but we're going to take a chance and see. This one is going to be an interesting one. So this is Spider-Woman number 30, and what is big about this one is this is a Savannah pedigree. So I am going to submit that. I paid $24 for it. I've got the certificate of authenticity as far as the Savannah collection for the pedigree label. So I am going to take a shot and do a pre-screen for 9.8. Even if this doesn't qualify, I will submit it back again and see what it comes out to, because it is a pedigree, so we should have a gold label on this one. But we're going to try it for a pre-screen and see how we do on this particular one. Next one is Darth Vader number 1, and this is the 1 in 50 variant. I believe this is the appearance of Bosk from the first Star Wars or Darth Vader series, and given that it's a 1 in 50 and a really nice clean copy, we're going to take a chance, just so you can see. They also have a number of other variants, same picture, but I believe they're colored. This is more of the kind of half sketch or partial sketch variant. Next one going in is a brand new book. This is the Marvel Voices Pride. This is the 1 in 25, and I don't believe it's the Vecchio one, but I could be wrong. Please leave a comment down below. I forgot the name of the artist on this one. This is the first cover appearance and appearance of, is it Somnus or Somnus for the Pride Month, and this is a beautiful 25 anniversary cover with the Marvel all around it. So we're going to submit this one. I just got this in nice and clean, and see hopefully we can get it at 9.8 on that book and see what it does in the future. This one, Spider-Man 2099, was previously submitted on a 9.8 and was rejected. So what we did is I had turned around and pressed this through Spineworks. Lenny did a good job. I really wasn't aware of what the issue was originally with this one when I looked at it. However, given the foil, It may have been fingerprints or something like that, so we're going to be real careful, but this is ready to go, and we're going to submit this now that it has been pressed and see how we do on this one. I'm hoping this go around we get it done. Next one's another one that was pressed, previously submitted and was rejected, and this is Dark Avengers. This is the Dark Reign series #1. This is when basically Osborn becomes, so to speak, the Iron Patriot and leads. This is the Midtown New York Comic-Con 2009 variant. There is also, I believe, the, I think it's a Virgin. It's a little bit of a more scarce one on this one, but nonetheless, this is a really good book to pick up right now, given some of the spec of what may happen, whether they do the Dark Avengers or not. So really nice cover. You may be able to still pick this up for about $30 or so. If you can, I definitely recommend you do. Next one is Star Wars 71. This one was pressed. This one was purchased from Comic Pro 3, which is Jason on Instagram. I tell everybody I would definitely check him out. I get a number of books, both raw and graded from him. His customer service and handling is fantastic. He pretty much gets me whatever I kind of may be in the market for. So he is definitely a valuable resource, and I would tell you, reach out, say hello, introduce yourself, tell him you saw him on my channel. But give them a try, because I think you'll be pleasantly happy working with someone like that in the community. That's really good. So Star Wars 71, this book was pressed. So we are going to see how we do on that one. Next one up, another one that was pressed, Hawkeye #1. So on this particular, #9. I apologize, #9. So given everything with Hawkeye and Kate Bishop coming in, I wanted to get this particular one. We're going to try it for a 9.8. I can't remember if I previously submitted this one, but we are going to submit it now. It was pressed, so we will see how we do. Next one up, Fantastic Four 354. So 355 is the first appearance of Mobius. And Mobius, I submitted that. That actually came back in a 9.8. Luckily, that came back in my horrid submission. Please go watch that video if you want to see how bad I did. And so this one I had previously submitted. It was rejected. And so I had Lenny over at Spineworks press this one. This is a really nice copy. I really wasn't sure why it was rejected. This is Casey, the train conductor's first appearance. And we've seen Casey, or maybe what I would call a variant of Casey, in the Loki series. He's the gentleman sitting behind the desk with all the Infinity Stones. He plays a kind of comical role, but this is his potentially first appearance, assuming that the characters match with the names. So we're going to resubmit this and see how we do this go around now that it's been pressed. So the next two books are going to be Champions #1. And this is just the A cover, the Humberto Ramos cover. There's just a number of different covers. You might have watched some of my videos. I submitted the Negative Space Kamala Khan one. I just happened to get the Art Adams ratio variant cover in, but I'm submitting two of the cover A's, and the reason is this book right now in a 9.8 is selling for somewhere between $350 and $400, which is just incredible for a cover A. This book can still be had raw for about $8 to $10. So there's a number of variants, and I don't know if they're all doing as well, but I will tell you, if you go to Go Collect and look at some of the last 9.8 sales on cover A, you'll be pleasantly surprised on how much this book has gone up. So assuming this book and some of the spec with all the new characters stays the way it is, this is a great bang for your buck if you're looking to spend, $8 to $10 on a book that you could potentially get graded coming back, and if you get one or sell one, for 300 and something bucks. I mean, you really can't go wrong. So do your research, look and see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below, but look at some of the sales and see. And I think if you're looking at the same ones I am through, I subscribe to Go Collect, I have Cover Price, I have GPA, and you're looking at this, just, let me know why this book is really heated up on a cover A compared to some of the other variant covers. But It's a beautiful cover, and hopefully if you can pick it up for $8 to $10, I really think it's a great bargain. So next to is another set, and I had talked about this before. A-Force, this is the cover A, the first appearance of Singularity. There's a number of variant covers on this one as well. I'm a big proponent of this particular women's team. I think Marvel, in my opinion, at some point is going to do some kind of iteration of the women's team. I have already gotten this one and some of the variants, Scotty Young, which is a really nice cover, in 9.8. I picked up 2 more copies. I'm going to submit them, and hopefully these, if they come back in a 9.8, will go up for sale because I already have one, and they will help compensate for this particular submission. But if you can get this book, you know, this book is selling in a 9.8 right now for about $165, $150 to $165, somewhere in that range. And this is a book that can be had for about $5 to $10 again. I really think for that kind of money, you know, if you're going to have it graded and may want to flip or may want to invest in it, that's a great return for such a low investment. So A-Force #1, cover A. And then the last one is another one I already have, and those weren't pressed, and this one wasn't either. This is Invincible Iron Man #1. This is Riri Williams in the Ironheart armor. You know, I have 1 and I have 3. This book, I believe, is going for about $125, $130. I already have this one, so I'm submitting this one in hopes of 9.8, so I can turn around and sell this one too, hopefully, if it comes in. So that's the 25 books. Like I said, I wanted to kind of go through it pretty fast this time. Let me know, do you like it when I spend a little bit more time going through them, or do you like this kind of format where it's a little quicker? You know, do all the YouTube things, like, comment, you know, subscribe down below. I am going to be submitting, I think, 4 or 5 books to CBCS. I have definitely liked their 2-day modern. I just posted a video earlier this week regarding it. I got 9-day turnaround. You can't really beat that, depending on what you're looking to do. I know a lot of people have liked their grading and their encapsulation on it. So I'm going to send in a couple more on that ones now. I'm going to send in a little bit of a higher end book or bigger books to see how they turn around. But these are going to CGC, and hopefully I'll have another video in the future. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night. Thanks.